All right, let's just jump right into it. So, you think making a profit in crypto is easy, right? You buy low, you sell high, boom, you're done. But what if I told you that number you're staring at on your screen? You know that really satisfying green number? What if it's not actually real? What if it's just an illusion?
And that right there, that's the heart of the problem. It's a mistake that can, well, silently drain your entire account without you even noticing. See, the profit you think you're seeing is almost never the profit you actually get to walk away with. Most of these trading apps and calculators, they give you the super simplified version of the math. And that simplification, it hides the real story.
So what you're looking at here is pretty much the massive gap between what you think is happening and what's actually happening. On the left, that simple formula, that's what your app loves to show you. But the truth is on the right, and it includes all these hidden costs. We're not just talking about fees here, we're talking about things like slippage, those tiny little price changes that happen in the split second it takes to execute your trade. And of course, the big one, taxes. Every single one of these is like a small paper cut, but believe me, they add up to a whole lot more.
Okay, to really get this, let's break down the most common type of transaction out there, a simple spot trade. This is where pretty much everyone starts their crypto journey. And, you guessed it, it's also where these hidden costs first start to creep in.
So what is a spot trade? It's really just a straightforward deal. You're buying or selling a crypto for whatever the market price is right now. You click buy, the crypto's yours. You click sell, you get your cash. Sounds super simple, doesn't it? Well, not quite.
And this little process here shows you exactly where you get hit. Before your trade is even really done, this system is already taking its slice of the pie. You pay a fee just to buy. Then, like we mentioned, there's slippage, that tiny, almost unnoticeable difference between the price you clicked and the price you actually got. And then, when it's time to sell, yep, you pay another fee. You're basically getting charged on the way in and on the way out.
And that's the key thing to remember. This isn't just a one-off thing. It's built into the system. Every single time you trade, these little invisible cuts are happening in the background, just quietly eating away at any gains you thought you had. All right, now let's talk about something that takes this whole problem and just magnifies it like crazy. Let's talk about leverage. Now, leverage can be a really powerful tool, no doubt, but it amplifies everything. And I mean, especially your risk.
So let's imagine you start with a pretty modest amount, something relatable, say $100, okay? That's your actual money, your skin in the game.
Now you apply 10x leverage. Suddenly, your $100 is controlling a position worth $1,000. It feels like you're playing in the big leagues, right? The potential gains seem absolutely huge. But there's always a catch, isn't there?
And this chart really shows the dangerous game you're playing with leverage. Yeah, your potential gains are bigger, but your risk of total loss, what they call liquidation, grows way, way faster. A tiny market move against you, let's say just 10%, doesn't just mean a 10% loss for you. No, it can completely wipe out your entire $100. Poof, gone.
So here's the bottom line. Leverage is basically a tool that puts your journey to zero on hyperspeed. It dangles these huge wins in front of you, but what it's really doing, mechanically, is just making it so much more likely that you're going to lose every penny you put in. And this hidden math problem, it doesn't just stop with simple spot trades or even with leverage. Oh no. It worms its way into every single corner of the crypto world. We're talking mining, futures, you name it.
Think you're going to get rich mining? Well, your real profit isn't just the value of the coin you mined. It's what's left over after you've paid for all that electricity and accounted for your expensive hardware dying on you. Trading futures, you've got to worry about funding rates chipping away at your position. And no matter what you do, the one constant is taxes. The universal cost that, funny enough, almost every calculator out there just pretends doesn't exist.
And this just shows you how complex it can get. You can't just use one calculator for everything. It's not a one-size-fits-all deal. To figure out if your mining rig is profitable, you need to know your hash rate, your electricity cost, things that have nothing to do with a simple trade. Every single activity in crypto has its own unique hidden math.
Okay. So how do we fix this? How do we get away from the illusion that the app is showing us and actually get to the real numbers? Well, it all starts with using the right mindset and the right tools. Just take a look at this breakdown. That app on your exchange? Super convenient, super fast, but it's also the least accurate. Then you've got dedicated apps like CoinStats, which are definitely a step up, but even they might miss a few things. And then there's the good old DIY Excel sheet. That gives you total control.
But you have to punch in every number by hand, which, well, we're all human, right? It's easy to make a mistake. There's really no perfect tool here, just a bunch of trade-offs.
So here's your game plan. This is the checklist you absolutely need to run through for every single trade. It's not just about what you bought it for and what you sold it for. It's about the true all-in cost of getting into and out of that position. That means all the fees, the impact of slippage, and yeah, what you're eventually going to owe in taxes.
And that really brings us to the most important point of all of this. Honestly, the calculator or the app you use, it's secondary. The real goal is to get this checklist burned into your brain, to actually understand all the pieces that make up a real profit calculation. That way you can spot the illusion no matter where it pops up.
So I'm going to leave you with a question to chew on. The next time you close out a trade, I want you to look at that number on your screen and just ask yourself, is this profit real, or is it just what the app wants me to see? Because understanding the difference, well, that's what separates the hopeful amateurs from the traders who